Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Randy Reviews. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be reviewing Zach Cregger's 2025 film, Weapons. So, if you clicked on this video, you probably already seen the film, at least once. So I'm not going to go review the whole thing, but I'm going to get into my pros and cons. I really like the premise of this film. The cast does a great job. Zach Cregger does a great job building up atmosphere and tension. I really like the world that we're kind of given in this film. Yeah, the cast, like I said, does a great job. The premise was intriguing for the most part. To be honest, I enjoyed the first half of this film, and then the second half, I enjoyed the mystery of, one of the dads, Josh Brolin's character, looking for his son, Matthew. Which is kind of weird because 17 kids go missing, so I guess there's what? 8 parents of the 17 kids? Not counting single mothers and single fathers, but, their parents, and, I just find it kind of funny that Josh Brolin's character is the only one out trying to look for this, investigating it, going to the police station. He's the only parent we see going to the police station, wanting to know about Julia Gardner's character. I'm blanking on her name now. But, yeah, like I said, I like the first half, the mystery, finding out all the jump scares, all that I liked. And then the second half, when we find out what's going on, it just kind of felt flat for me, especially when we cut back to these. We spent I'm assuming 20, 30 minutes. It felt like that. Kind of between our main characters, finding out what led them to where we see them. So because in the beginning, in the film, we see our perspective with them, and then we see what they were doing, what they were thinking. What Paul did that day, leading up to him going to the bar, with Julia Gardner's character. We catch up with the homeless guy, the junkie. What led into to the run-in with the cop, Han Solo, I forgot his name, Paul. What led to his run-in, the first run, and then we see what led to him into his second run-in with him. We catch up with Benedict Wong's character, how he got possessed, which I just felt that we could have got more plot instead of cutting to all these characters and what led them to where we saw them originally. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't really a fan of the second half. The whole, I don't know if you call her Gypsy. I mean, she's a witch, but I don't know if you call her Gypsy Witch. She puts his curse. She the only remaining kid, Alex, you think there'll be police outside his house, and she's the only one that didn't get kidnapped or he would be more interrogated. He's not. There's no police. There's no police patrolling his house or, checking in on him or anything. Yeah. So I just kind of felt flat the second half about, this woman that says she's his aunt. I'm guessing. I don't even know if that's even that's probably a lie, I'm guessing. She stays with his family, puts a curse on his parents. She's dying, so he needs, I guess she feeds off their souls or energy. So she tells them to go get some for the kids. And I think he gets the name tags off their stuff. Cubby. I don't know if it's called Cubby today. It was called Cubby when I went to school. It shows how old I am. But yeah, gives them all the name tags, and she grows young, back to normal. Red hair. I'm not red hair, but back to normal. It's never really said the motivation. Like, she kidnaps these kids. She keeps them in Alex's basement. They just stare at a wall for some reason. Like, why is she a witch? Why is she kidnapping people? Why does she put the curse on Benedict Wong's character to attack Julia Gardner's character? She doesn't know Julia Gardner's character. I don't even know if she knows that Julia Gardner's character is accused by the parents. I don't know. We don't know what she knows. So little things like that, that kind of fell flat for me. Like I said, everyone did a good job. I really like the pacing, the editing. Like I said, the whole cutting around all the characters, I could have done without that. It didn't move the story forward. It just showed how all these characters got to where they were. But personally, for me, I didn't need that. But yeah, so I'm not gonna poke holes. I'm pretty sure you can poke a lot of holes in this film. But yeah, for the most part, I did enjoy it. it is a step up from Zach Cregger's first film. I'm blanking on it now. I heard it so many times now. I'm blanking on it now. But it's a step up from that film. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed his second film. I know his third film is a Resident Evil reboot, which I still haven't seen the first film, first Resident Evil, and I haven't played the games. But yeah, I really for the most, like I said, for the most part, I like this film. The more I think about it, the less I like it. But I just wish the second half was different. There was more of a revelation why the kids went missing, and it wasn't just some kind of gypsy curse type of thing. Like I said, we don't know why. Why is she a witch? Why now? Why didn't she, do this 8 months prior or a year prior? And why is Josh Brolin the only parent looking for his kid? Nobody else cares about their kids. I mean, they're just kind of. I mean, Josh Brolin goes to that one house to see the security Justin Long. We'd get a cameo from him. It was nice. Barbarian, there you go. The Barbarian. It was nice to get that Justin Long cameo for like 10 seconds outside in the driveway, and then when he goes to inside, because the mom says, she's uncomfortable with letting him see the footage. And I believe, I forgot, Sarah Paxton, is that her name? Because I read she's married to the director, Zach. I forgot his name, I just said Cregger. Usually how I forget things. They're married, so I guess it makes sense why she was there. I know I recognized her. She, the only thing. I think I saw her in The Last House on the Left remake and some other film where they work at a hotel. If you remember that film where they work at a hotel and ghost stuff happens, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so I know I'm gonna ramble, but for the most part, I enjoyed the film. I say I enjoyed half of it, so 50%, I guess. Obvious 50%. I didn't really enjoy the whole, like I said, narration cutting back to everybody, and this is why they went missing at 2:17 in the morning. And there's no significance to 2:17. She just happened to do the curse at 2:17. Couldn't she wait to 2:20 or an even 2:30? But yeah, like I said, there's no motivation why. So she puts this curse on these 17 kids and keeps them locked in a basement to do what? She doesn't hurt the parents. I mean, she hurt Alex's parents, but that's it. She doesn't hurt. She takes these kids from these parents, and there's no. But why? Kidnapping 17 kids to do what? I mean, she doesn't influence their parents in any way. So I don't get why why put this hex or curse on these 17 kids and make them disappear just to hide in a basement and stare at a wall for the most part. I thought the ending when the kids chased her out of the house was funny. It was supposed to be funny, but it worked for me. It was funny. They're smashing through all the windows and they eat her, I guess. I guess that's something hypnotized kids do when they snap out of it. They eat the person that puts the curse on them. Rightfully so, she was a witch, so nothing good comes from that. But yeah, so I just don't know. Yeah, like I don't know why she put that curse on Benedict Wong's torture to kill Julia. Like why? I do like the scene of the witch. I forgot her name, but the witch, when Julia Gardner's character is asleep in front of Alex's house, he kind of creepily, like Frankenstein or something, creepily cuts her hair. But why? Why her? She's already under suspicion from the police. Yeah, so I don't know what that whole, why cut her hair, why have Benedict Wong after her. She's no threat, She's the one that's trying to get away from all this. Yeah, so I think everyone did a great job. I like Josh Brolin. Forgot his name, Han Solo. I like the homeless guy. I like Benedict Wong. I like Julia Gardner. I wish we spent more time with her going through it. We really don't see her going through it. We see her going to the liquor store. Really don't see her really going through it. Calling her family, telling her, these kids were missing and they're accusing me. I don't know what to do. Can I go home? As far as we see her, I think we'll see her in her house a couple of times, and yeah, we want to see her in her house a couple of times, and no boyfriend. I guess you want to call a cop her boyfriend. I guess. No boyfriend, no kids, no dog even. At least a dog. You don't have any kids at least have a dog, an attack dog or something. But no, she's by herself. Um, yeah, so I like a little backstory on her, like how long was she working at the school? I think he said at the beginning, I'm forgetting, did she just start there or something like that? And we do kind of do a good backstory when Desborn goes to talk to the police, and he says, I did some digging in her. Do you know she had a DUI 2 years ago? Um, that's not a big. I mean, I'm sure a lot of teachers had DUIs. Um, um, yeah, and he says, she got fired for having an inappropriate relationship, and then the cops like, he's like, with a staff member, which I guess isn't a good thing when it's better she had a relationship with a staff member than a kid or something, a kid's parents or something. But yeah, so I did think it was kind of amusing that the Han Solo guy and his wife, the chief of police is her dad, which I guess is the reason he got the job. I guess they met each other and maybe she talked the dad into giving him a job. It's never explained or implied. I just at the top of my head just thinking. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I did enjoy this movie for the most part. 50% of it, the last half I didn't really enjoy, but everyone did a good job. This wasn't, to me, this wasn't the most, I guess, hype film. People were hyping weapons. That's fine, That's probably one reason I don't go to theaters. Too expensive and just to come out and be like, it was okay. I could wait for streaming, which I do. But, okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So let me know your thoughts below. Did weapons work for you? Did it not? Are you looking forward to the Resident Evil reboot? But Resident Evil reboot that I think they're currently filming right now. So just kind of let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments where you stand with this film. You enjoyed it? You didn't? You felt like me? You enjoyed the first half but not the second half? Or maybe you felt bored the first half and it really picked up for you in the second half? Leave your thoughts below and I'll catch you guys in the next one.